Hello, Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your general monthly tarot reading for the month of March 2021. Getting kind of excited to do your readings these days. And yeah, don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But when meditating on your energy overall for the month, the message that came through was all eyes on you. All eyes on you, Gemini. So let's get started by pulling a couple messages from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. And keep in mind, general reading for the month for the sign of Gemini. Remember to check out your other placements in order to get all of your messages that you need at this time. For our lovely Geminis to begin this monthly read for March 2021. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Gemini? All right, we have 4. Perfect. Let's see. Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. And Geminis are going to be loved this month. Just mentally prepare for that. It could be a little overwhelming. It feels like in your past readings, we've been talking about how you need to kind of step into the spotlight and not fall back and stay within that comfort zone. And it feels like you have been doing just that. You've been stepping out of that comfort zone into the spotlight. I mean, singing your own song, getting your voice out there, and it is left you with all eyes on you this month, my friend, where people are going to be expressing how much they respect you, how much you inspire them. So I don't see you feeling alone this month in any way, shape, or form, given everyone's going to be looking at you, watching you intently to see what you're doing next, to see what next improvements you're making on your life, or how your project is going to be elevated next. Learn from your past, Elephant Spirit. So Spirit's saying that it is a month for you to learn from what you've been through, who you've dealt with, who has come and left your life, what situations you've welcomed in and then had to cut out. Interesting. When moving forward, making better decisions, not letting the past control you or alter your confidence when tackling new projects or situations, but allowing for yourself to take that knowledge, that wisdom, and just trying not to repeat the past, basically, is the feeling. Making better choices moving forward because you're a stronger version of you, Gemini. And then we have Dove Spirit, be peace. If your past pops back up this month, Gemini, you're being told it is in your best interest to be the peace in the situation, to not allow for things to get out of hand. At least do what you can on your end. What was I going to say? You don't realize a lot of the times that whatever situation you do end up in, or just the effect you have in certain situations, or when you hang out with certain people, when you walk into the room, you bring this sense of peace. You have that effect if you choose to. And so I think it's a month where you kind of realize that, and it truly shines a light on the fact that you have a huge impact on whatever situation you end up deciding to be in. Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility or possibilities. So first and foremost, I'm being drawn to the imagery of the starfish, and you can see how, a starfish is like open book. They don't like curled up and, retracting and blocking people from coming in. It feels like you are now understanding that you have to be this sort of open book. You have to be open to the public watching you and keeping an eye on you for whatever you're doing for work or for a creative project, you name it. You've decided to take Spirit and the universe's advice and put yourself into that spotlight to take a step up and take control of your life in that way. And it's leaving you feeling a bit vulnerable, but Spirit's saying it will be worth it in the end. Trust me. Trust me. Because it's a reminder that when you do so, when you're stepping out of your comfort zone, when you're allowing yourself to be that kind of vulnerable individual, even if it doesn't feel super easy, you're opening yourself up to infinite possibilities. You're opening yourself up to reaching that potential at the end of the day. Where when you're closed off, when you're not willing to try new things, when you're letting your past, affect your confidence moving forward with new things, you're not going to achieve the, these infinite possibilities. You're not going to reach that potential. But I don't see that being an issue for you moving forward. So we're going to pull 6 tarot cards to continue a simple 6-card spread for our lovely Geminis. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, interesting. Keep them coming for Gemini. I feel like you're very ready to speak your mind about something. Very interesting. We're going to pull the last 2 from the top of the deck. Those cards were coming out very easily. The Emperor. You're being very analytical this month. Thinking thoroughly about your future. Planning step by step. Spirit saying that's great. Don't try to control how things unravel as much moving forward. Plan. Be strategic. Be analytical. We love to see this. Be confident about your future unraveling. Allow Spirit and the universe to help you out as well along the way. And by controlling things, having too tight of a grip, I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles in my mind's eye. You won't be able to, there isn't that wiggle room for them to throw a few blessings into the equation as you do plan. You want to sort of get into the mindset of co-creating with them as you do reach for that independence, my friend, that success, that financial comfort. So we're starting off with the 3 of Cups. So you begin the month of March. There's a hefty highlight on friendships, on soul connections to start the month. Whether it's side by side with this Be Peace card. And so I think you're reminded while you're hanging out with certain friends or interacting with certain friends that you're the peace in that situation. That if things get a little hectic or drama filled or whatever the case may be, you kind of bring things down to a realistic level, or you sort of eliminate that sense of hecticness or drama in one way, shape, or form. Your maturity, your way of viewing things, your effect on situations once again. Wow. Wow. Now, I do want to say, this is also the one that's next to the Dove Spirit is the Learn from Your Past card. It feels like for some of you, a friendship or 2 may pop up from the past to begin the month, and it's teaching you a huge lesson. It's reminding you of certain things, and you're being reminded to be the peace in that situation. If there's a potential for it to escalate in a negative way. That was just for a few of you. So moving right along, we have the 2 of Swords. So you make your way to the middle middle of the first half of the month, and it feels like you don't have sight of what's ahead, of how things are unraveling. You want to kind of see the end point of a project or a business, or you want to kind of see where you're going to end as far as your success goes, your financial comfort. Spirit saying that would ruin the process, that would ruin the adventure of it all. You need to accept that these blindfolds will stay on for a little bit longer until Spirit is ready to take them off, or ready to take it off. I always want to say blindfolds. It could feel like while you're trying to sort of figure things out or allow for Spirit and the universe to fill in a few blanks when need be, or when the time is right, you have kind of a lot of external voices and opinions coming through about what you should do with your life, about how they expect for a certain project or business or whatever it may be to unravel. And you're just like, come on, I'm trying to figure it out for myself. I don't need all these external opinions and people's, it just feel like you're like, please stop. Thank you, please and thank you. But again, going back, just trust Spirit in the universe. They'll take that blindfold off when they're ready for you, or when you're ready to see the light, to see those blanks filled in about your future. And naturally, we make our way to the 2 of Wands to wrap up the first half of the month. And this is all about you kind of longing for a better future, longing for the success of something, longing for more than what you have now. And Spirit saying you've made some huge, huge life changes recently that have left you in a better situation. It may not be perfect. It may not be where you want to be at this point in your life or where you see yourself down the line, but it's 10 times better than where you were, right? So stop stressing over it. Stop longing for this in a negative way, in a way that, you know, you're sending out the vibe to the universe that you want it, but it's unattainable. Think about it in a realistic, optimistic way where you instantly get into that mindset of manifesting it. As long as you start working towards it, Spirit and the universe will work out a few details behind the scenes to help you co-create with them. Okay? But it's about looking at it, thinking about it in an optimistic way, planning towards it, you know, keeping it positive. You don't want to create any blockage for yourself between you and what's destined, what's meant to be. 5 of Wands. For some of you, you're planning on traveling, going back. I'm sorry. You are planning on traveling. Get it, my friend. Experience the world. 5 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're just a traveler at heart. Are you not, Gemini? You kind of want to experience the world. And in the past, you've had to let go of certain people or situations in order to who you felt or what you felt was getting in the way or would have gotten in the way between you and your self-exploration, your need to explore the world in new cultures and situations. Do you see what I'm saying? Wow, I just got goosebumps. 5 of Wands. And a little emotional. Feels like that has a close place in your heart, traveling. So 5 of Wands. So you make your way to start the second half of the month, and it feels like there's a sense of conflict. Or it feels like you always feel you need to fight for certain accomplishments or certain desires, certain outcomes to whatever you've been working on or whatever you see success in. And I'm saying that's not the case moving forward. For some of you, it's kind of like you're trying to fight for that passion to resurface for whatever you've been working on or picking your project back up. Being side by side with the starfish spirit, all about open to infinite possibilities, they're not saying to stop fighting, but they're saying stop viewing things as a never-ending battle, okay? Because again, it's all about your perspective, where as long as you kind of be the hangman of your own situation and allow yourself to see it in a different light, in a more positive, optimistic light, the possibilities are endless. You can literally achieve your potential. You can exceed it in this lifetime. Oh, guys, and it's aligned with the 3 of Cups. For some of you, there's conflict within past soul connections that pop back up, or maybe within a friend group, or between you and one other friend that still exists in your life these days. And they're saying that you need to continue to make adjustments and changes to eliminate any sort of conflict or hecticness or even drama in your life. You are too mature, you're too evolved at this point to keep stuff like that around that will weigh you down. You become who you spend your time with. Don't forget. Out of respect for your future, you need to keep being the Queen of Swords and being honest with yourself. 8 of Wands. And so you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, and things are moving quickly for you. It's like you start to see progress in your business, your project, whatever it is you've been working on, maybe within certain soul connections and relationships. Some of you start to meet new people. Messages come in from suitors, people who are intrigued by you. Someone maybe saw you on a platform online and is like, wow, like a Gemini. I want a piece of that. And so I see some of you kind of going back and forth, messaging with a new connection. Nice. But it just feels like things are happening quickly. Messages are coming and going. Success is happening rapidly. Things are falling into place because you're starting to do a better job at trusting the process, trusting spirit, trusting yourself and how things are meant to unravel. And the 8 of Wands is aligned with the 2 of Swords. And they're saying, see? Even though you didn't have the answers, even though we didn't allow you to kind of see the way or how things were meant to unravel, they're going to happen quicker than you think. So just relax. And again, maybe at this point, they kind of start to take that blindfold off and show you the way. In little bits and pieces by kind of showing you that everything's working out for the better for you. And again, this is now coming through as all eyes on you. People just sort of watching what you're doing intently in a positive light. There's always going to be haters, but you know what I'm saying. And we're finishing off the month in this red with the 7 of Cups. And so you feel like you, at the end of the month, have so many decisions to make, so many options to choose from. And that's going to be different for everybody as to what kind of options those are. But it's because you have been working your ass off, because you're glowing differently, because you're feeling inspired and you're inspiring other people. You're sending out different vibrations towards the end of the month, higher vibrations, to the point where it's coming back. I don't know if I mentioned it before, in the form of options, blessings, abundance. You now have so many different things to choose from, and it can be a bit stressful, but it's better than having no options, right? And you manifested these without realizing it. Being aligned with the Two of Wands, they are saying a lot of these have to do with your future, of course, and where you see yourself. And so don't just, it's no longer, once again, they're reiterating, you longing for a better future, for more, for traveling and whatnot. It's you kind of bringing in those options from the universe and now needing to choose as to how you see your future unraveling. Some of you, you get this opportunity to travel, which is what you wanted. Nice. Let's wrap this up by pulling a couple messages from the Small Star Seeds deck for Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have? Oh, they just want those two. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. It's about confronting your fears this month, my friend, as all eyes are truly on you, as you're in the spotlight and as you start to achieve all you're meant to in this lifetime. Not allowing your fears to get the best of you or to hold you back at the end of the day. And then we have Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. You're evolving, you're ascending, my friend. You are ready to take on more and more. And this is meant to be that all eyes are on you, because you're a Gemini. All right, my friend, I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.